So in last class we have discussed the basics of the PHP. Okay, that is server side scripting. So what are the technologies we have, how it will work, and what are the basic connections between the your Apache server and your PHP, Apache and Linux. Okay, so we have seen some of the connection in between them. So in today's class, we will be discussing a pure PHP, that is quick node of PHP. Okay. Now, so basically this PHP is again, it is a server-side scripting language used for providing the responses for the users. Okay, now if you want to fetch your result, so that script that showing the result of one student should be written in the PHP code. Okay, now what are the inputs you need? One USN and submit button. When that submit button will be clicked, you have to accept that USN and search the database and give it back to the database. So we have already seen what are the components are there. So basically there is a database is required either in terms of DBMS or in terms of files. Okay, so file is also one of the database. You can store all the records. Okay, then one more is web server is required. In order to process your request, we need one web server. Okay, similarly here also in PHP, those are some important things we have. And already what is PHP we have seen? It's a personalized home page before, and now it is hypertext preprocessor. So which is used for processing the client request. Okay, so this is what the PHP we have already seen. Now let us start with this PHP tags. So already in the laboratory program we have seen PHP tags. How it will be? It's an angle bracket, half angle bracket, question mark, then PHP. So this is the keyword. Completely this is you can call this is a keyword, and then here next is the dollar user, that is the variable declaration. Now how you have var in the JavaScript. In the same way, here also dollar user is dollar stands for the you are creating the variable of any type. You can call this is dynamically typed. Okay, so what is dynamically typed? This variable can accept any value. Now in this case, what value it is handling? String type. Okay. Now you can say dollar user is equal to 1234. That's some number. Or you can say dollar user is equal to say 142 point sorry what do you say 3.142 pi value. Okay, so it can take integer, floating point, or any number, any characters. So everything is accepted. That is called as dynamically typed. So your PHP code can is a dynamically typed. So you can define any variable. So there is no in, float, and so on. Only dollars. Okay, so you just use this dollar and define your variable. And after that, how to close this PHP code? Using a question mark and closing half angle bracket. Okay, not the PHP once again. Only PHP at the starting, at the end, question mark and then angle bracket. Okay, then rest of the things will be again HTML only. So HTML code can be written in the client side as well as the server side, no problem. So here this is the HTML code. Within the body you have welcome PHP echo. So this is just like your print statement. Okay, echo. So print something on the monitor. Now what exactly it is? Dollar user. Now what is dollar user? It's a variable, and what is the value stored at this variable? It's a Randy. It's the name of the author. Okay, so it is saying that welcome Randy, like this it is, and it is given in the H1. Okay, so see here, this is the actually this is the HTML page. Within this HTML page you have PHP code. Okay, so in order to avoid the confusions, you can save this program as PHP, no problem. Okay, so just execute this program. So for the convenience purpose, we can save the program as a PHP, because sometimes it will take more time to process. Okay, so we'll save this in the WP welcome PHP dot PHP. Okay. Now for this to run, in order to run this program, you have to go to the browser. Just say localhost. If the server is online, yes, it's okay. Then go to the WP and we have welcome at the last, maybe welcome php.php. Okay, so welcome Randy. The server time is 4:12. Okay, now already you know this. There is a problem with the server time and our time. Server time is GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, and ours is IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay, so this is what you are running the PHP. And now if I click here and say view page source, so it will not show me the PHP code. Okay, you can see only HTML code because the server side script is hidden. Already we have seen the major difference between client side scripting and server side scripting is the client side scripting code can be viewed on the browser, but not it means whatever the efforts you have put to write that server code, it is not visible here. Okay, so this is the beauty of the PHP. So it will not leak your code. Okay, because you are taking so much of efforts to write this program, so it is not, so security is provided here. Okay, and you know this is web browser, and whatever the Apache we are using, say we are using here WAMP server. So this is your WAMP server. So within WAMP, A stands for Apache. Okay, so Apache is the server. Is it okay? Or web server you can call, or server, both are same. And this is a web browser. Okay, so client side scripting, web browser. Server side scripting, web server. So please remember this differences, so you can explain some things regarding that. Okay, now this is what the program you have. Then paragraph, the server time is, now by using echo means you are printing date function. So already date function is given there. So if you install, whenever you install the PHP WAMP server, so WAMP, P stands for PHP. Now whenever you install this complete package, that time you are installing the PHP pages also, PHP functions also. Again there will be again classes and objects present in the PHP. So within that, one of the method is there, that is date. Date class is there. Then by using HIS, and this should be in capital, small and small. So this will give you the server time. Is it okay? So this is what the you are executing the server side programs. Is it okay? Now any users can access this page. If he knows this website address, he can access. Now this is from the local system, so I can access. Otherwise, you can give some name for this. Okay. And I think you have done the DBMS projects also. So there you can get how to work with the local host systems. So even we have the mini projects for the web technology laboratory. You can go for that. Is it okay, guys? So just wait. Fine. Where we were? Okay, now so this is what the simple PHP program. Already you understood two, three programs already we have covered in the laboratory. First as a syllabus, but you can check here. Okay. Next one. Now here he has given some logics and all regarding the PHP. So PHP is you can embed the HTML program within that. So for that there are some rules they have given. So if you are directly using some ready-made HTML code, so you can use within the echo. Okay. So we have here echo. Okay. So within this echo we can use here, like you see here, strong. Strong is what? It is a tag. Yes or no? It is a HTML tag. But how I have used it here? So see, echo is supported by the PHP. Okay, and within PHP, I am using the HTML code. So I must use their double quotes. Are you getting, guys? So see here, this is completely different PHP and this is completely different HTML up to here. But after that, PHP is there, and within the PHP, if I want to use HTML, I have to use here echo, and within double quotes I can specify any of the tags. That is what he is trying to explain here. Okay, how to use HTML tags within the PHP by using echo will be the answer. Okay, now this is what one small example. Then one more point he has mentioned here, So it also uses PHP also uses include statements. So how you are using hash include stdio.h? No. Similarly here also you can use some of the ready-made functions. Okay. For example, I can show one example here. So we have here one small project. So within this project, we can use a include. So wherever there is a session and all, so all will be included. Mm, yes, it is. It is given as a normal statement. See here. Dollar wam configure file wam manager dot config. So this is what you are referring that particular file. So this can be written as include that particular file name. Okay. So I will just search for it. Is it there? So in this file it is not there. We can go for any other examples later. Okay, even in our mini projects we can find there some of the uh, includes. Okay, so that is what we want to tell here. Now next comes, whenever we are learning any of the programming language, comments are very important in order to specify what exactly. So PHP supports three types of comments. Again it is a single line, multi-line is there, and we have one more. So we'll complete this topic first. Single line, multi-line, end of the line. So single line is used by using hash. So before that we have used here double backward slashes in C programming. That is also considered here, but that is called as end of line comment. Okay, we were calling single line in C programming, but here we are calling same thing as a end of line comments. For the single line comment, we are using hash over there. Please don't get confused hash and dollar because it has more meaning there. Hash means it's a comment and dollar means it's a variable declaration. Okay, so both are special symbols but they have different meaning. So hash is a single line comment which tells that this particular line should not be executed. Okay. Now, when we come for the multi-line, as same as your C programming, backward slash star is the beginning, and dollar star and backward slash this is the end. So this is what we know multi-line command. Now, what exactly the beauty of this double line is? Okay, until and unless we complete one particular sentence. Now that sentence is divided into two lines. Okay, for example, you can see here. So you have one program. After that, I can write here one comment. Something I will write here. So this is completed in one particular line, and it has come to the next. Now this next line is what given by the compiler because I cannot write this complete. I have not pressed the enter here. Okay, this is a complete line. Okay, now in this case, this double line comment or you can say end of the line comment will be working. Are you getting guys? Single line means only single line, no problem there. And then multiple lines means your normal C programming multiple lines, and major is double quotes means at the end of the line. Okay, so here these extra characters are not end of the line, they are continue, but on the screen I cannot see them. Okay, that's why I can give a double quote, double double backward slashes. Okay, so this is what comment in the PHP. So we'll see the example. Now here is one PHP code to connect with the database. Now what exactly that code is? Already I think you faced this because while connecting to the database, you need some extra functions. Okay, now dollar $PHP dollar $DP. So everything is dynamically typed variables. So dollar database is equal to new. So again it's the we are creating the object MySQLi which accepts the which what is the type of host, what is the database username, database password, and database name in order to connect to that particular database. Okay, so already I think you have studied this in the fifth semester mini project. Dollar SQL is equal to select star from artists order by last name. Okay, this is one of the simple SQL queries there. select star from, you are selecting all the records from the artist table and you are ordering by last name. Okay, so that is what, then this is what the, this value will be present in this SQL. Now this, you can see, this is a complete query will be there in the $SQL variable. Now dollar result, one more variable will be creating, dollar result is equal to $dp access is, that is structure access. I think you have, okay. Now here dollar db accesses. So this operator you have used in the structure accessing. Okay. So in order to access your database, we are using this arrow operator query. So query is a function of $SQL. Now this query will be executed. Okay. Then after that, again your body is opening UL. You are using unordered list. So PHP, while you are accessing all the records by use of while loop, $row is equal to dollar result of fetch association. So this is one of the function. Fetch assoc is one function. Echo list item. Okay, one list item you are going to insert there. What are the things you are inserting from the database? Echo, and you are printing an artist.php image, that particular image, and then $row of ID. Okay, that that person's name, his photograph, then his ID. See here, $row is what, one of the variable. No, $row is one of the looping variable, just like I. You can consider $I. Okay, so here also $I of ID. So ID you are going to fetch row of first, row of 1 you are fetching, row of 2, that is second value you are going to fetch. So in this way you are fetching all the information from the this one. You are fetching all the records from the database until and unless your while loop is false. Until and unless it is false, you are executing all the records. Then PHP results dot close, that is you are closing the database. Then sorry, this is closing of the database, this is closing of the records and end of the HTML form. Okay, so this is very simple database connection. So we can see this in the mini projects section. Okay, so once we complete this fourth module, we can go for the mini projects. Next, so again they have given some different classes and objects given in the PHP file. So this is what the code will be there for your class artist. Right, so this is all about the small example of the PHP, and this comments is done. Then after that, the example he has given, and then next one is the variable, data types and constants. So how it is used in the PHP. So let us start. So already we know that variables are dynamically typed, means it can take any of the values irrespective of the data type. Okay, so and it starts with the dollar symbol. This is already known one. So again here the variables are loosely typed, means you can give any of the values for that, and during the runtime you can change its values. Okay, that is what called as loosely typed. Okay, so tightly means once it is fixed, it's just like the static one. Okay, but they are dynamic and they are loosely typed. And one more, you are using the dollar symbol in order to display any of the variable. Now here example is dollar count is equal to 42. So this count is a variable which accepts the integer value. So you can overwrite this value, dollar count is equal to say 100 in terms of words. Okay, so that is also accepted here. But whenever you are performing with the integer values, that time you are using some important functions like toString. Okay, in order to verify whether the given uh, word or the variable is string or not. Okay, and is number, is digit, or parse int. Okay, so these are the all functions provided by the PHP that we will see in the subsequent topics. Right now you can just see dollar count is equal to 42. This is one of the simplest variable assignment operation he has performed. Okay. What are the data types supported here? So again here data types are of dynamically typed constants. Again it has some numbers. So what are the data types we have? Boolean, which has true and false values, true and false values, and then integer, which takes the whole number. Then you use float, which uses the decimal numbers. Then strings, which use the letters. Arrays, that is collection of any types. Now this time it is a heterogeneous rather than the homogeneous. Okay. For example, if you are using array of a of 10, means 10 floats you are going to reserve, where you can create, you can insert the data like this: a of 0 is equal to 10, a of 1 is equal to hello, a of 2 is equal to 3.142. Okay, so in that same array you can go on inserting the integers, characters, and strings and floating points. Any of the data type is accepted there. That is what the array type. And last one is the object, which is the instances of the classes. So whatever the classes PHP supported, all objects can be created. So this is the data types in the PHP. Then you have some sequences. Same thing as your C programming. Slash n, line feed, it will get to the next line. Then slash t, which will give value spaces, horizontal tab. Then you have backslashes in order to print something. If you want to print slash n itself, so that time you can use double slash, after that slash n. So slash n will be printed there. Okay. Similarly, dollar sign, because dollar is used as variable declaration. Yes, that's why if you want to use a dollar sign there, use the backward slash and then the dollar. So the dollar will be printed. And then double quotes. So usually you are using double quotes with the echo statement. So if you are using the double quotes for displaying, then so it's a double quotes for the echo command. You are using double quotes. So if you want to use them in the program, use backward slash and double quotes. Okay. These are some escape characters are there in the PHP. Okay. Then there is a small program of PHP. So hash define. So what exactly is hash define? In our C program, hash define to to tell the interpreter that there is some constants, okay, which value cannot be changed. Hash define pi 3.142. Okay, if anybody has written pi is equal to 3.15, so that value will not be overwritten if you are using the if you are using the hash only define. So define is a function. So for this database local, then local host, that is the host name is local, database local, database name is artist 4, database username is Fred, and database password is f5 cap 7 percentage ad. So this will be the password. Now if anybody is trying to change this, it will not be changed because already you have defined this within the PHP. And before this there is a comment line. Hash uppercase for constant is a programming convention. Okay, to look something good, we are using some upper cases. So this is valid one in the PHP. It is not type sensitive. Next one, hash. One more comment is there. Notice that dollar prefaces constant names. Okay, so you are telling that dollar is used for writing the creating the variables. Now dollar $db is equal to new MySQL I, which takes 4 parameters. One is the host name, username, password, and the database name. Actually, it should be is wrong. Database name is not there. The host name is correct. After that, username should come there. After user, password should come there, and then database name. This is correct. Is it fine? So this is what the PHP constants. So you can define this using define function. which takes two parameters. This should be interchanged. Database name should come second, fourth actually, because it has some sequence. Local host name, username, password, and then the database name. Okay, here, correct. Here, database password should come. That's it. Database name, database user. Okay, it is exchanged. While executing, we will show it correctly because 10 program need this all the informations MySQL function. Okay, fine. Any doubts, guys, in this? Any doubts? Is it audible? No? Guys, getting or not? We'll complete this and we'll ask once again. So now next point is writing to output. So how to write or how to print on the monitor. So for that there are two methods. One is by making use of echo. There are two methods, and by making use of print again there is one method. So let us see first of all echo. So as you know, echo is a function. Function means again parenthesis will come there. So within double quotes, whatever you write, it will be printed. Okay. So echo hello. This is a one method of calling the echo method. One strategy of calling the echo method. Okay. So there is one more method. Echo we can use directly double quotes. This method is not required. Okay. It is not required, and directly you can write here echo hello. Is it okay? Now this is what the writing this. Now if already some variables have assigned the values and use them in the printing, that time how to use? So here dollar username is equal to Ricardo. So this is the name of the author. Then echo hello. Hello will be the normal text which is printed. Now after hello, you want to print the Ricardo. So this is done using dot. Already we have seen in the laboratory programs, dot means how we are using the comma in the C programs. Similarly here also we are using a dot operator and dollar username. So this will give you the name of the person, that is Ricardo. So after so this is what the username while making it writing there. So in this case, Ricardo, I can insert any of the variables there, any of the names there, and I can use them. So please remember this already. It is completed in the fifth or sixth experiment. So I want to print something dynamically. To use their dot operator and then followed by the variable name along with the dollar symbol. This is what the example of writing the output. And one more print function is there. Similarly, if you are using print F in C programming, you can use print. So here also one example has given PHP dollar first name is equal to Pablo, last name is Picasso. Okay, so two names are there, and again there is some comment for that. So echo em. Now what is this em? This is the HTML tag. Okay, so it gives the measurements. Then dot first name. So what Pablo will be printed here. After that, you want to print again. So in the Java, if you studied some Java basics, there you are using plus. Here before plus, after plus. Even in the Java, we have used that. Before plus, after plus, and then again I am leaving one space over there. Again, last name I am going to print. Like your first name is Pablo Picasso. So this will be the output, and these two names are separated by using the dot operators. Okay, so this is what the another type of printing. Okay, see, formatting output is very simple. You can make use of HTML and some of the concepts from your JavaScript, but this follows the syntax of the PHP. That is dot operation, dollar symbol, and if there are some HTML tags, put them into the double quotes. Okay, even if you do not use the parentheses, it's okay, but use them in the double quotes. That's it. Okay, the next one, usage of the double quotes and the single quotes. Both will be accepted here. Echo within double quotes H1, that is also accepted, and echo within single quotes H1 is also accepted there. Okay, so single quotes, double quotes, both will be treated same way. So this is what the echo. Then next one, we have some displaying of the images. So echo img source is equal to 23.jpg. So this is what the HTML tag, a complete HTML tag present in the PHP. So I have shown using double single quotes as well as a double quotes. In both the cases, it will work fine. There is no problem for this. This is what output in the statements. Same way here also you have lot of examples here and some complicated examples we have listed here. How to work with. So again printf, that is also same way. Sorry, print function is there in the Python. We have here printf function, same as your C programming. This printing, and this is what the echo and the HTML. So this time img source, this is HTML code we have written in the double quotes, and HTML file tells that we have to give the values within the quotes. For that again, if you will use double quotes, so what it will treat, double quotes open, double quote has been closed here. So this is the only HTML. So in such cases, you must use the double single quotes there. If you use single quotes, use the double quotes. Okay, so separating the values and values present in the HTML is very important. So that can be achieved here using single and double quotes both. Okay, so this is what the example. And again, printf function will use percentage yes, percentage of all the things whatever we have in the C programming, same as previous, and comma is used there instead of dot operator. So dot operator will be used in the echo statement. Printf will use same thing as comma, but dollar symbol kept as it is as a variable. So that is all about the this one. PHP quick code. Is there any doubts, guys? Any doubts? Say yes or no.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, getting no. I think it is very simple, and most of the things are you know in the lab only. So please try to concentrate.